Found a couple copper pennies today that most likely have only mechanical doubling, shelving, but they are kind of interesting. So I thought I would do a short video on them because these are really the skills you want to hone in your own personal numismatic development, and that is learning how to identify double dies versus worthless doubling. And worthless is only in so much as by numismatic standards, not worthless in the sense that a collector would not want to add it to their collection. So there's a difference between those two thoughts. In this, you can see the S has a shelf underneath the bottom line and some sort of notch and possible separation on the bottom loop. And then we go to the Liberty, and you can see the twisting in several of the letters, most significantly in the B. The question is, are these images a result of the die being struck, one of the dies leading up to the working die struck that deformed, that would be considered a double strike or a double die? Here you can see it in the R too. It looks like there's some shelving towards the top. And again, the question is this a restruck die, or is it a deteriorated die? Did the die deteriorate, right? For example, the S, there's extra copper there, right, above the surface. Did a chip in the die come out right there by the S that resulted in it being filled when it struck? So every time it struck, there was a little chip on the bottom of the S on the die. So every time it struck the penny, the copper filled in that space, and that's where you get the shelf from. Or was the die struck prior to being, one of the dies leading up to the working die struck with making this a double die? Let me know what you think in the comments below.